Tom Brady's Fox Sports debut. Is he worth the money? No one tunes into NFL games for the announcers. Well, except for one Sunday, a very special one. Fans didn't just turn on their TVs to watch the Dallas Cowboys take on the Cleveland Browns. September 8th, 2024. No. They wanted to see the man, the myth, the GOAT himself, Tom Brady, as he made his highly anticipated debut as Fox Sports' lead NFL analyst. Yeah, that's right, Tom Brady, the 7-time Super Bowl champion and greatest quarterback of all time, traded his helmet for a broadcast headset. With a massive 10-year, $375 million contract, his debut was a big deal. But here's the burning question on this Gridiron Showdown. Is Tom Brady worth the mountain of cash Fox is paying him? First, let's acknowledge an important fact. The NFL is king when it comes to TV ratings. And in 2023, 93 of the top 100 most watched TV shows were NFL games. That's just how it is. People love their football. But the Cowboys-Browns game wasn't just another contest on the schedule. It was the day that Tom Brady stepped into a new role, calling all the shots from the broadcast booth instead of the field. With this kind of hype and money on the line, expectations were sky high. Now you might be wondering, did Tom Brady crush it like one of his legendary fourth-quarter comebacks? Well, not exactly. In fact, the reaction was, let's just say, mixed. Let's set the stage. The Cowboys walked all over the Cleveland Browns, winning 33-17 in what could only be described as a snoozer. While it always is great to see America's team take home a win, the game itself wasn't all that thrilling. But hey, we weren't here just for the game. We were here to see Tom Brady in action. Brady's debut was, well, not exactly the same as watching him lead a 2-minute offense, but he was clearly nervous, his cadence awkward, his delivery a little halting. It felt like he was dipping his toes in the water rather than diving in headfirst. Early on, Brady stuck to football cliches, offering basic analysis like negative plays really keep you from scoring, and there's Micah Parsons. We know, Tom. Micah Parsons kinda hard to miss when he's wrecking offensive lines. And with that said, social media had a field day. If there's one thing you can always count on, it's social media, and boy did they have their thoughts on Brady's broadcast debut. In the age of X, fans don't hold back, and one user summed up the sentiment perfectly. I don't want to overreact in week 1, but Tom Brady is the worst announcer in the NFL. Ouch. Another chimed in, Tom Brady ain't stuttered this much since he told Giselle he got one more year in him, referencing Brady's decision to unretire, which famously didn't end well. The criticisms kept coming. Maybe someone should have listened to Tom Brady actually say words before dropping $300 million on him. One user scathingly wrote, another echoed, Tom Brady can't seem to form any sentences that have any sort of normal cadence to them. It's tough out there in the X-verse, and Brady learned that lesson firsthand. Sure, it's easy to critique him from behind a keyboard, but fans had a point. This was the greatest quarterback of all time, and his debut as an analyst wasn't exactly living up to the GOAT hype. Now, let's talk about that massive paycheck. Fox is paying Tom Brady $375 million over 10 years, and for that kind of money, fans are expecting gold-plated insights and stories straight out the Belichick-Brady dynasty days. But after one game, it was clear that Tom wasn't quite in his element. If you're thinking, well, it was his first game, give him a break, you're not wrong. Calling a live NFL game isn't something you just walk into and ace. But when you're being paid $375 million, fans don't really care about growing pains. They just want to be blown away from the jump. Remember when Tony Romo signed his deal for $180 million in 2020? People lost their minds over that contract. But Romo quickly proved that he was worth every penny with his enthusiastic, insightful commentary. Brady, on the other hand, has yet to prove that he can bring the same energy to the booth. One fan quipped, Tom Brady just said it's hard to make 10, but really hard to make 20 yards. That's what $375 million worth of analysts gets you, folks. That's a rough review. Moving on. Greg Olsen, the elephant in the room. It's impossible to talk about Brady's debut without mentioning the man he replaced, Greg Olsen. Olsen, a former Carolina Panthers star and standout analyst, had been Fox's lead analyst before Brady swooped in, and by most accounts, Olsen was doing a phenomenal job. In fact, many fans were not happy about his demotion to make room for Brady. Social media didn't just shy away from expressing their loyalty to Olsen either. One user posted, "Justice for Greg Olsen." Another fan tweeted, "Damn, Greg Olsen was way better than Tom Brady in the booth." That sentiment was echoed over and over again, with many fans feeling that Fox had made a huge mistake swapping Olsen for Brady. One sympathetic fan wrote, "Tom Brady does not sound comfortable in the booth, just yet." Understandable in his first game, but maybe that's why you don't bump at Greg Olsen, 88, out of the top spot for him. For half that money, Fox had an analyst who was already among the best in the business. Brady's arrival bumped Olsen to the number 2 team, and it's fair to question whether that move was necessary. One fan summed it up perfectly. Fox paid for steak, but got a burger. So, not only is Brady dealing with the pressure of a massive contract and sky-high expectations, but he's also being compared to a fan-favorite analyst who fans believe should still have that top spot. No pressure, Tom. Will Brady get better, though? Well, let's not forget that Tom Brady is a perfectionist. His work ethic on the field was legendary, and if there's one thing we know about the GOAT, it's that he doesn't accept mediocrity. According to the reports, Brady has been preparing like a bad man for his debut. But as anyone in broadcasting business will tell you, no amount of preparation can truly replicate calling a live game in front of millions of viewers. There were flashes of what Brady could become as an analyst. In the fourth quarter, he finally loosened up a bit and gave fans a taste of the inside stories that they have been craving. Laughing, he mentioned, "I played with a coach who wasn't afraid to cuss out players," referencing Bill Belichick. Now that's the kind of insight that fans want to hear. More of that, please, Tom. It's only a matter of time before Brady gets more comfortable in the broadcast booth. After all, this was his first game, and anyone who's followed his career knows that he thrives under pressure. The big question is whether or not he'll get there fast enough to justify Fox's investment. So, where does that leave us? Is Tom Brady worth the $375 million that Fox shelled out for him? Well, the short answer is probably not. But it's not really about whether any one person is worth that kind of money. Spoiler alert, they're not. It's about the expectation that comes with it. Brady is expected to be the best because he's always been the best. But as of now, well, he's proven to be competent, not spectacular, but we all know he'll have plenty of chances to prove himself. This is just the beginning of the broadcasting journey. And let's be honest, he's not going anywhere. Fox has big plans for Brady, including calling the Super Bowl at the end of the season. If there's one thing we know about Tom, it's that he loves the spotlight, and he knows how to rise to the occasion when it matters the most. Ultimately, Tom Brady's broadcasting debut wasn't perfect, and it certainly wasn't worth $375 million, but it was interesting. Fans tuned in, social media had a field day, and everyone's eyes were on Brady. And let's not forget, he's just getting started. Will he rise to the top of the broadcasting world like he did in the NFL? Let us know in the comments below. For now, Brady's fans and critics will be watching his every move. The pressure's on, Tom. But then again, you've been here before, haven't you? Thanks for watching another Gridiron Showdown. And until then, don't forget to win the day.